Mr. Otter Studios. Today I'm just going to go over making a pop-up flower card. So below you'll find a link to the original video, and I think they did an awesome job. That's how I learned how to make it. But I thought for some people you might need a little bit more instruction than they show you in the video. So all you need is 5 pieces of paper, and this is just printer paper. You need glue, and I would use a glue stick or a hot glue gun. I wouldn't use Elmer's glue, and some scissors. Of course, you can use what you have. You can use colored paper. Take 4 of your 5 pieces of paper, fold your paper in half, each of your 4 papers. Remember, not 5. You're gonna keep 1 sheet together. So you're gonna take each one of those 4 sheets of paper, fold it in half. We call this hamburger style. Crease it. Take your scissors and cut it in half. To do this with each of your 4 sheets of paper, you're gonna end up with 8. So you're gonna end up with 8 half sheets of paper like this. And we're only gonna be using 7, but it's nice to have 1 extra just in case. Okay, once you have your 4 sheets of paper cut in half, just remove one of them because we only need 7. Now I'm gonna show you how to make the flowers. We're gonna be making 7 of each of these. Repeat these steps 7 times. Take your piece of paper, fold it in half. When you fold it again, you wanna make sure the crease is on the side like this. Keep the fold at the bottom, then fold it over. So your fold is at the bottom here, and this is open on this side, and what we're gonna do is line this edge up with this side. Then you're gonna flip it over this way. So remember, the fold's on the bottom, it's open up here. Do the same thing. You're gonna line this edge up with this edge and crease it. Okay, so now it looks like this. Right, it's open up here, it's all closed on the bottom. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to fold this side over to here, and we're only doing this on one of the sides. This is how we're going to make our petals symmetrical. So again, I'm just folding this edge over to this edge. Crease it, and then this is how you make your petals. Cut up to the center, fold it over, and this is how you make it symmetrical, and then just follow the cut that you already made. So that when you open it up, it looks like this. Okay, you have 8 petals on this flower, and 2 of them kind of have a crease in the middle, but that's okay. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut one of those petals out. And I like to cut a petal that's folded. Right, so now we only have 7 petals, right? And we're going to glue 2 of them so they overlap, like this. So I'm just gonna do it with my glue stick. So I'm just gonna put a little glue on this petal, especially on the edge. I'm gonna bring it over. I'm just trying to match those up, right? So I glue one over top of the other, press it down, and then I have 6 petals, right? And I'm gonna fold it in half like this. I'll show you that again really quick, just with a different edge. You fold hamburger style. Keep the crease on the bottom, hamburger style. Fold this edge over to this side, or this point over to here, and try to keep these edges straight and lined up. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold this edge over to this edge. Line those up. Crease it. I'm going to do like a pointed petal. So I'm just coming down from the side and coming up to there. And then you fold this over. And you just continue on that. Just kind of gives you a nice template to cut out so it's symmetrical. And here is that flower. So I could, just like I did in the one before, we have 8 petals. We're gonna cut one of them out, and I like to use the one that's creased. And then we wanna glue one over top of the other so we're left with 6. So I'm just gonna put some glue on this one. Try to line them up as best that I can. Press it together, and then I'm gonna fold it like this so I have 3 petals. You can do whatever kind of petals you want. You want to do that, repeat it so you have 7 total flowers. So do it with each of your 7 half sheets of paper. Here's a quick tip also. Before you put these together, like for example, I made some color ones. Before you glue them together, if you're going to be adding any color with marker, crayon, watercolor, if you wanted to try this with watercolor paper, do it before you glue it together so you can just lay it flat like this and color, you know, all of the petals that we'll be showing. Okay, so color them before you glue them together. Quick tip. So once you've folded all 7 of your flowers, we want to glue them together. Now I'm going to show you how to glue these together. This is going to be our first flower. So what we're gonna do with this one is we're going to put 3 dots of glue at the edge of the petals. You don't wanna cover the whole petal, you just wanna do 3 dots. And then we're gonna take these 2 red ones I have over here, kind of line them up in the middle. Use these lines to line them up as well. Press them down. Now we're going to put a dot here and a dot here, also on the top 2 petals, and I'm gonna make sure this one's still wet. I'm gonna take this petal and place it over the top of the top 3. And then we're gonna put a dot here and a dot here, because we already have these 2 dots. So a dot of glue here, dot of glue here, dot of glue here, dot of glue here. And we take these 2, place them over it. Okay, and then we just put 3 dots along the top of the flower now. 1, 2, 3, and then we place our last piece over the top, like that. So now once you've glued these together, you take your piece of paper that you want to use for your card, fold it in half, open it up, and then you're going to place the flowers that you just glued together inside. And you want to place them close to the crease. That'll let you open it a little bit flatter. And you just want to put 1 dot of glue up here, close it, turn it over, open it up, put a dot of glue up here. And the thing with glue sticks is it takes them a little while to dry. So if you were doing this at home, I would wait, but since I want to show you what it's going to look like and make sure it actually worked, this is what someone's going to see when they open this card up. So a nice bouquet of flowers is hiding inside this card. So if you open it up and some of your flowers aren't really coming out, you can kind of just, you know, you can bend some of the folds in there a little bit more. Make sure that the glue has stayed on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Enjoy making your cards and have a great day.